Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome to, well, you can see it right there on the screen, the Nintendo Switch 2. I took a nap after, so this morning I had my last big exam. There's one more, like, little one. And then I woke up and I looked on Blue Sky and it was just filled with people talking about the Switch 2, or more specifically people reacting to the Switch 2. And I was just like, I slept through the reveal trailer. Anywho, we're gonna watch this. It's only 2 minutes, but I want to talk about like a little bit. There's probably more to talk about, right? You know, there's like with the original Switch, there were like 2-hour talks of people like going, "What does this trailer mean?" Yes, very peculiar. From what we can see here as like the first image, I mean, the leaks were correct, right? Isn't it? But the main thing I'm curious about is the software. Also, I'm very pale. I'm looking very pale on the webcam today. I turned it down specifically so it wouldn't look like that, but we're just gonna roll with it. Forehead fully on display. Alex, Alex, you can't just say that without context. No, I said the thing to Alex, and he said I see, and I said see harder, and then now he's saying I am seeing harder. Well, he's right technically. He's looking at a stream with hopefully more insight on the topic than the trailer itself is gonna have. Hopefully I have something interesting to say. I'm gonna wait 1 more minute because I actually set the stream to start at 30, so I don't want to start the trailer before then. And I'm kind of hoping Dan also hops into chat at some point. But yeah, it's going to be plenty to talk about, and there's also some stuff that I might want to show off later on in the stream as well. You know how it goes for, like, you know, game art, the exam that I had today. Yeah, it was good that I took a nap because otherwise I would be absolutely dead. I did not sleep during the night. I'm so interested in this. Yeah, you don't own a Switch, but like this is like the gaming landscape at large. Like it's a good idea to know about this. You know, what's going on in the gaming sphere. Like the Nintendo Switch 2 is a big deal because the Switch was a big deal. Sure, it's not going to sell PS2. Well, I'm saying that it's not like I'm assuming that the system is not going to sell more than the Switch, which like it could. It totally could. I just don't think so. Because as of now, as of before watching this trailer, I don't see any reason to buy it over a Switch if you don't think that the Switch is not powerful enough. Many people do think the Switch is not powerful enough. And maybe in terms of resolution output, it kind of is 1080p, as in like everyone has 4K TVs nowadays. You kind of have to be able to at least output in 4K, which the dock can't do that at all. But yeah, it is 30 now, so I think it's time for us to start watching the trailer. I also have a North American one open right here, but this one doesn't have the cool thumbnail because I think I directly clicked on this one. We can look through some of the comments of the North American one. I think it's exactly the same. Maybe there's some British guy who does the voiceover on the UK version. Yeah, wait, did I like this one? No, I didn't. Yeah, there we go. Holy hell, this already has 200,000 likes. Out of the 14,000 views, that makes sense. All right. The camera's tripping in the frame rate so much. I mean, this is literally my laptop webcam. People were saying that this thing is dog shit. Like, I am aware of that. It's better than nothing, and it's way less work than setting it up like with my phone and all that. So this is how I'm doing it. And like it's just a webcam in the corner, you know. It's not that big of a deal. Also, is the mic quality like fine? I think so, right? I'm not that far from my mic. Like it's not in front of my face like I generally do, but I need, you know, the webcam, and I can't put my mic on my laptop because then it's gonna start, like the fan is gonna be really loud. You know, I had that issue with the Jeweled stream a while back where I put my microphone. I am absolutely now just stalling for time. I should not be because it is already 30. Okay. Let's go and start the trailer. Okay. All right. I think it's time. I don't know. Eat the mic for a little snack. I'd rather not. It's actually a mic I like. It's been a workhorse, absolutely. Compared to like my headphone, like I go through headphones way too quickly. Like even good headphones, like I kill in like 2 years. This thing's been great ever since season 2. I had this microphone. Great stuff. Great stuff. Anywho, I think it is time. I'm still kind of waiting for Dan, but. Because he was like also like he was also saying that he'll wait. Man, I'm gonna start. I'm just DMing him. Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start watching it. There we go. I'll just give him like a little bit more time. I mean, there's plenty of stuff to talk about before you even, look at the system. Just buy Sennheiser, it really good. Yeah, but the thing is, I had good they're in the cabinet over there. The cable is just like fully broken. Like you'd have to fully get it. It's literally like at this point. I mean, it doesn't have 2 cables. Like at this point, it's like if you move it, it breaks, or like the signal cuts out. Sennheisers are very good, yes, but I don't think they'd last any longer for me than those SR350s, the Samsung ones. A full Samsung audio setup I had for a while there, but now I'm running these like crummy Sony headphones as my mains. It's not a good world, not a good life. Oh, come on, Dan, get in here. One thing that, like, this is a really small thing, but the Joy-Cons are more rounded, and I still don't know how to think about that. I still don't know what to think of. Oh my god, he's here. So happy they just called it Switch 2. Okay, I don't know if he's gonna hop in chat, but I think he's also just watching at the same time. No worries. Cable broken, ain't happening on wireless. Yeah, but then you have to charge them. I don't want to charge my headphones every day. Like, that's the thing. They don't last long enough for an entire day either. I need my headphones the entire day. I'm working for sometimes up to 24 hours straight. I need headphones that have 24-hour battery life. I literally can't get... Like, I'm okay with charging them at night, but if they don't have enough battery life to get me through the day, then, like, I can't use them. I literally... I wish I could use wireless headphones. And even then, like, for games, especially rhythm ones, it's like... Anywho. Yeah, I do agree with Zanda that like it's a logical name. It's boring, but it gets the job done. It's not the Nintendo Switch U. It's not the Super Switch or anything. Those would have been fun, but no, just call it the Switch 2. I love how over time, this is the logo is still bigger than the OLED dock. But like it's small. It's like significantly smaller than the original dock. Like a lot of it feels like more refined, more modern 2025 versions of what the Switch would look like. It's kind of like, yeah, I still need to get used to it. You can use them while plugged in. I think you're underestimating the battery life of some. These things apparently have great battery life, and they last like 8 hours, and that's not enough for me. I need more. I need more for that. Why is my face becoming even brighter? Wait, give me a second. I'm gonna change the exposure. I love how I'm still like stalling for time when Dan's already started watching the video. Oh look, there you can see the funky Windows 98 arse interface for it. Okay, that's okay. There's a little bit of grain in the background, but I'd rather... Oh, now it's like very low contrast. It's fine. It's fine. It'll do. It'll do, donkey. Okay, let's go watch the trailer. 3, 2, 1. Full screen. Hope the audio is fine, probably. Is there any audio? That's the Nintendo Switch, yes. Why is it so quiet? Oh, okay, yes. Wow, yeah, this is exactly what the Switch is. This is exactly what the Switch 2 is. It's just like the Switch with some changes. Okay, this is fun. How do they animate this? Like, the kickstand is different now. Not per se better or worse than the OLED, but it's different. Yeah, slightly bigger Joy-Cons. Ooh. They know how to make it satisfying. Is this all they're gonna show, the hardware? Like, is there gonna be genuinely no games? Like, this feels like a hardware overview. If so, I'm gonna have very little to talk about because we already know all of this. Wait, why are they skating? Wait, is the mouse leak real? Because they said you could move them like mice if they were vertical. They're kind of moving like that. Yeah, and then you have the magnets, which is the big new hardware thing. Ghost becoming the definition of being white. Is this it? Oh no, okay, there's more. Still just the hardware though. Turn it on. Okay, Mario Kart. Oh, why does he look like that? Why is Mario looks weird? I don't know. I don't know why. Yeah, but I guess that's Mario Kart 9 then. It looks. I've got to be honest. This looks like it's running on the Nintendo Switch 1 hardware. Like, I cannot tell the difference. Woo! Backwards compatibility, as well as Nintendo Switch games. Certain Switch games may not be supported fully. I'll check that in a second. 2, 4. Whoa! This is too fast. I couldn't even read the date. Is that American or 2, 4? Is this American? I really hope not. Oh no, well yeah, no, wait. Oh whoa. No, I hope it is the American date system, because otherwise we'd have to wait until what, March? Or April, sorry. Wow, I can count. I've always been bad with numbers and months. Very good. I hope this is the American date system, because otherwise it's like, cool, we're gonna be seeing this in 3 months. Yeah, so Switch cartridges. Let's go have a look at that. I did go through the entire series of hands-on events around the world. The Switch 2 experience. For more details. Okay, wait, there's some stuff to check on the website as well. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. So I wonder what they're using for it. Like, what are they using for the backwards compatibility? Is it like software emulation? I'd heavily doubt that it'd be software emulation. But if it's hardware, like, why would certain games not be supported? Maybe it's like the differences in the hardware, but even then, like, I can't really imagine the Switch 2 being that different that like a feature from the Switch 1 wouldn't work, because like all of it's. I mean, I guess the IR sensor. I don't think they brought back the IR sensor. I think that's maybe the one big thing. But yeah, so you can see like it's a very like overview trailer. It's not like the Switch 1 where it's like, oh, the guy and the dog is like he's walking his dog, and like the concept was being explained with the Switch 1 trailer. Here it's a lot more like the oh my god, this thing is actually really loud. I'm just realizing. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think it's still quite loud, but I want to have a look at Mario Kart here. So the graphics is like, yeah, it looks better, but like by that much? Okay, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. Like Apple M3 chips. They switched to ARM chip. They already were using ARM chips. people forget this. The Switch was already ARM. The Game Boy Advance was ARM back in 2001. Okay, so we can see some stuff of Mario Kart 9 here. I think that's a good game to showcase here. Very fitting with the karts that they made as well. So look, these ones have suspension. Most karts don't do that. I was talking to someone about like the suspension on karts is kind of, you don't really do that, and then Nintendo out here proving me wrong. But yeah, like it looks better, I think, but like by that much, I don't. Like, no, I'm not saying that I'm underwhelmed with the hardware, but like, show this to a Switch owner, like the average Switch owner. They are not going to be able to tell the difference between this and Mario Kart 8. Because the graphical jump between generations is just so small nowadays. Like, there is nothing Nintendo can... Well, I guess the one thing Nintendo could do is cram, like, really modern hardware in there. I'd love to see what, like, benchmarks are, but, I mean, we don't have benchmarks for the Nintendo Switch 1 either, so, like... With the Switch to Intel Core i9 14th gen, I don't think so. I think performance is going to be kind of on par with a Steam Deck, a little less than the Steam Deck, probably. But an ARM, so you get better battery life from that thing. They didn't even show off the C button. They didn't even show off the mystery C button over here. It's like, here's the system, here's how it works, but you already know how it works, so like, why bother? Okay, this is funny. I don't know why I didn't notice this, but it's just like, why did they make this thing again? No one uses the Switch grip. No one uses the Joy-Con grip. Like, does anyone actually use this thing? Why did they make it? Why did they make a new one? I mean, sure, I guess. Please tell me this one actually charges the system or the Joy-Cons. No, Nintendo, probably not. Like, can anyone confirm if this is such a Nintendo way to reveal a console? I'd actually argue this is quite a not Nintendo way to reveal a console. This is like, okay, so we have, like, the differences. It shows the differences really well. And then, like, these guys start skating, which, like, I don't know. Is this in reference to them being mice? Because they say that they are. The leaks say so. I don't believe the leaks, but the leaks do say so. And you can see them skating along. Yeah, so they still have, like, the little, like, oh, what are they called? The straps that no one ever uses, and that's going to be the exact same thing for this system. I do not doubt for a second. Joy-Cons would be features, they don't do those. No, but like, the Switch one was like so weird, because no one uses the Joy-Con grip, right? Like, I have not seen someone use the Joy-Con grip since 2018. But the thing is, they released it at launch. There was a second version of the Joy-Con grip, which did charge the Joy-Cons, but you had to buy it separately. It was not the one that came with the console, and it's like, why? It's like such a basic feature. Like, just put a USB port on it and just charge it like that. Like, it doesn't even need a battery of its own. But yeah, like, you can see some Mario Kart 9 stuff over here. It's like, cool. Okay, I like this. The, like, little... That. I like that. I like that. Keep that. That's cool. I'm also gonna turn it down on YouTube a little bit. But yeah, like, you can see some stuff in here, and like, this is nice. What is it just me, or is this like a really long straight for a Mario Kart track? Like, you wouldn't have a track like this. It's also really wide, I feel. Oh no. Oh, the DLC syndrome is coming in. Everything's too big. This is such a modern gaming thing. Everything is just too big. Sorry, I'm complaining about a Mario Kart game that isn't out yet, and I don't even know if this is a real level in them, but like... Yeah, like, this is a very long stretch. I don't know. Like, so far, nothing here is offensively bad, but also nothing is really speaking to me. Like, yeah, you have a new Mario Kart and your new Nintendo system. That's cool. And I know this isn't about games, but you didn't even show off the software. What is the software going to look like? What does it do? What does the C button do? Is there any cool functionality? You know, they didn't bring a camera or something like that. They succeeded in actually naming a successor console a simple, not completely stupid name. Physical backwards compatibility. That's nice, yeah. Give us that Sailor Moon transformation swag. That DK model looks interesting. I didn't even note the DK model. He's like all the way back there. How did you... I can barely see him. Oh. The eyes are small. Weird. Yeah, his eyes are very small. I don't know how people saw this. Maybe he's like more visible somewhere else, but like Where's DK? Donkey Kong. Yeah, how did people see him that well? Like, this is like the best place you get to... Maybe like all the way in the beginning? Yeah, but Donkey Kong... I mean, I can only see him from the back here, but the eyes are kind of weird. Yeah, that's fair. That's true. Nintendo Switch 2 is that one meme of the guy standing 5 meters further back and thinking he looked different. Yeah, it's just bigger, and like I didn't think the Switch needed to be any bigger, but I guess, you know, the Steam Deck is here, and like they go, okay, well, we need to make the thing bigger. Like the Steam Deck definitely did have some effect on this system, or I'm not entirely sure. There's like maybe it's just market trends, and it's like, oh, bigger systems. But yeah, nothing here speaks to me very much. Like it's like, oh cool, it's little bit more of a polished Switch. Like it feels like a great way to, like I'm afraid of PS5 syndrome, where the PS5 is an awesome way to play PS4 games, but it doesn't have any games of its own. And it's like, cool, if I can finally play my Switch games with uncapped frame rate at 60 FPS, that's very cool. But do you have any actual games? Now again, they haven't shown the games yet, but no. I'm still gonna enjoy my normal Switch. Yeah, that's totally fair. Like I don't think people need to upgrade to this, but I also don't think this will be a failure. Like people see on the shelf, oh, Switch 2, oh, little Jimmy has a Switch, I'll get him the sequel. Yeah, like if the games are there, which I definitely think they are going to be. You know, we already see Mario Kart 9 here. Kind of looks pretty safe in my opinion. Like I'm not. I mean, it's a Mario Kart game. You have to make it. You have to keep it safe. I mean, there is like the big track. Maybe that track is like some weird mode or something. It could be. I don't know. There's probably. I mean, I'm saying like there will be riots on the streets if they don't show off a Mario game, like a 3D Mario game at launch. But the thing is, what could they show that's like a cool new thing? Tears of the Kingdom released in 2023. I don't think they have a new Zelda game by this point. So we don't have a big new Zelda game. We already had Echoes of Wisdom. So we already had like a Zelda game pretty recently as well. So no big Zelda stuff, I'm assuming. We get Mario Kart. We get a 3D Mario. What else would be like Metroid Prime, I guess, Metroid Prime 4, but that's a Switch 1 game. I don't know if that's going to get a Switch 2 version or something, but like what series do they still have left that they can go like, okay, we haven't made a game in long enough that's like it's logical for them to put something on here. Like maybe there'd be some Zelda thing, but again, what could they show if they've done the 2D game last year, and 2 years ago they did a big new 3D game? Are they gonna do like a classic style Zelda? That would be cool. Like, again, Metroid, but Metroid is not like a system seller. Like Metroid Prime 4 is cool and I want to play it, but not a system seller. So like, what series do they have that they could actually go on for? Like, I actually kind of want to see other people's. Also, yeah, does this have the same way to write the date? Yeah. So I'm guessing this is February, 4th of February, which would be reasonable. So we get an. Is it just me, or like is that way longer than this? With the Switch 1, it was like a week later, and now we have to wait like 3. Yeah. Never has there been so much, okay, fine, here's an announcement energy. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, we kind of already know, we kind of already knew what this was going to be. Oh, whoops, my dad is sent. I don't think you can see that because my webcam was in the way, but my dad sent me something that was probably this trailer. We know you know, now just take the teaser and leave us alone. You can play Mario Kart 8 too. Yeah, I think that's a better name than Mario Kart 9. Time to go to the gaming hub because exams are not important apparently. Yeah, I'll talk about my exams in slightly greater length later on. Yeah, this is not going to be an incredibly long stream. I still have to go to the store. I was going to do that earlier, but yeah, I still need to go to the store. On a random Thursday with no prior announcement, and Mario Kart 9 is crazy. Yeah, that's like, I expected to wake up this morning and see a tweet from Nintendo going like, hey, we're gonna release this later today. No, I don't. This is the quietest and most chill console reveal. Physical and digital backwards compatibility is very smart. Yeah, that's the thing. This is immediately gonna be the best way to play your Switch games, which immediately already gives you a massive library. Made the video animation 222 to announce the Switch 2. Also, here's a new Mario Kart. I don't know, nothing too important. I mean, they did the same thing with the Switch. The original procrastination is going crazy. What from on my end or on yours? Because mine is like, okay, I procrastinate a little bit, but not. Is this going to be playable on normal Switch? Mario Kart 9 probably no, but this plays normal Switch games, so it's backwards compatible with the original Switch. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, Mario Wonder running on both. God, but it's such a big system. If the thing is, there's gonna be a big 3D Mario at launch. I was gonna say, like, if there isn't a big 3D Mario game at launch, I might genuinely just hold off on buying it until there's like a smaller model, like a Lite. But the Switch Lite released in 2019. I'm not gonna wait 2 years. I can't. Like well, I mean, unless there's like no interesting games, but yeah. But what games does it new Mario Kart? Yeah. Now we gotta buy the Switch too. For the new Mario Kart. I mean, yeah, that's like, I don't know. The graphics leap in generations is so small nowadays. Like, compared to the 3DS to the Switch, that was like a big thing. Now the 3DS, well, its resolution was gimped, right? But this is like, is it that, does it look that much better than the Switch one? I don't know. Like, Mario Kart 8 already looks so good, but like I don't know. I'm nitpicking because the Mario Kart doesn't look as nice as I wanted it to. Also, why am I becoming more pale again? God damn it. Also, I love this. The slight little visibility of the red accent and the blue on this side, I love that. It's really, like, this is a well-designed redesign of the Joy-Cons. It's a bit tall. I think that's the one thing that maybe I'm not the biggest fan of. And, like, why are we going back to the double bezel? We already fixed this with the OLED. We don't need a double bezel. We can just full screen it. But yeah, I like the design. Accents that are like this colorful. Like, you still get the Switch blue and red, but it's small accents instead of like a whole thing. I think this works better. It's like it's more of a product fit for the modern age. You know, the Switch still kind of feels like it's still, you know, the Switch is from the Iwata era, right? Like, it kind of feels like it's from that. It kind of feels like it's from the same lineage as the Wii U. This kind of feels more like a smartphone and all that. Now they fixed the Joy-Con drift. I hope so. I hope they fixed it. Jesus Christ, I hope they fixed it. If they didn't, I'd be very angry at them because that's the one thing that they absolutely needed to fix. They've refixed the kickstand twice now, and they still haven't done anything about Joy-Con drift. I mean, they have done something about it. The new Joy-Cons are, like, less likely to get it, but still, that's, like, guaranteed till the door or something. That's something that my dad always says, but it makes more sense in Dutch. Like, that's, like, what? Okay, I'm just gonna assume they did because I'd be incredibly angry at them if they didn't. Also, the Joy-Cons are more beveled. Something that I noticed, like, maybe we can see that, like, on the side here, like, when it reveals them. Is that bigger and all that? Is that, like, from the other side? Yeah, you can kind of, like, see, like, that. Not by that much, actually. I think just, like, the top bevel here is a little bit bigger. Intel 14th Gen crash reports are competing with Joy-Con drift. It's an NVIDIA ARM chip. Also, yeah, that's a big thing. DLSS. Maybe that's why I expected Mario Kart 9 to look better, because I was going like, okay, well, this is probably using like all the DLSS stuff. Probably not DLSS 4, like the new one they showed off, but this is probably using DLSS. So like, it's kind of just a Switch with DLSS capabilities at this point. It's like, cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop complaining about this game not looking like I was hoping for Mario Kart 9, and what I got was Mario Kart 8 2, which, like, that's safer. But Nintendo is going safe this generation. They are fully going in for everything is as safe as possible. New Mario Kart, slight tweaks here and there across the board, slight little tweaks, but overall it's just a nicer looking Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart 8 2. 4090 desktop version integrated with Switch 2 confirmed. No. More bevels, more texture to chew on. just like feed these just like grab a Joy-Con, feed it to your dog. It's just like, Let's do it, and then I have in the comments here. I want my Switch to magically transform like that. The Joy-Con sound went from click to clack, the biggest upgrade by far. I miss the click though. Like, yeah, it's this sound effect, right? Like this. Yeah, okay, so it's more of a snap, right? Like, it's more... It's weird. It's weird. Because it's like, it's kind of a snap, but it's like... But it's different from the Switch 1 sound. Like, it's chunkier. Why am I talking about the sound effect of the Joy-Cons? I have seen this one before. What do you mean? It's brand new. Then the Switch to new generations of consoles. Switch 2, I like that name. Something they've never done for any of their consoles. That's actually a good point. They've never done a 2. I mean, the 3DS. Like, let's be honest. I guess, yeah, the 3DS is like, yeah, it's in 3D, but like, it is a number. Yeah, that doesn't count, does it? Sound effects artists definitely had fun with this, yeah. They're already drifting. Take my like, kind stranger. I almost thought it was clickbait until I saw the channel name. Big Bold was a Switch 2 play Switch 1 games. Small phone. They don't know which games will work on the Switch 2. It's going to be most of them. Where do you think Joy-Con drift comes from? That's because it's 3D. Glad they worked the U theme out in the system with the kickstand side instead of the console's name. It's the most anticipated console. Yeah, sure. You got nothing else to do today. I think, honestly, there was bigger fanfare for Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. What is this? Some kind of Switch 2? This trailer feels like a magical girl transformation in the most casual way possible. Yeah, what do you mean, like, have you not watched Sailor Moon? That's literally what, like... The beginning of this, I mean, I didn't really replay the early. Jesus Christ, I'm stumbling over my words. Didn't really replay the early bits, but like, this is a magical girl transformation right here. Like, that sound design though. Got to admit. Oh, so yeah, the USB-C port on the top. Can you tell I didn't have enough sleep today? And then you have the Joy-Cons. I do... Oh, you know why I thought they were more beveled? Because they're more rounded. Look, so these ones are like... Here it's like fully straight for a bit, and then it rounds off and then goes over here. And then these ones are a lot more like, okay, he is pretty much rounded to like... even there's even a little bit of rounding over here. With some hot animation and sound effects. Yeah. USB-T is crazy, yeah. Yeah, they really went all in on the sound design. Yeah, honestly, I should have rewatched this this early bit as well. It's just really satisfying. Like, it doesn't really show much that's like really cool or anything, but like... I mean, we already know a lot, but if you didn't, like, this is cool. Because I think that's the problem, like, everyone's been spoiled on the hardware. I guess my thing is that, like, the hardware doesn't feel very Nintendo. And I know that's an absolute nitpick from my end, because I think everyone says that about every piece of Nintendo hardware before it releases. This must have been so loud the first time. I have this on, like... Oh no, I have it on full volume. Okay. I'm not quite sure what to think on the more rounded dock either. I like it when it's just the system. Yeah, I like it when it's just the system. I mean, it's pretty much the OLED dock, but black again. So they made it black again. Like, this is the big physical games thing. I mean, also digital. You know, backwards compatibility just in general. I hope it is going to be the vast majority of the library, but We'll have to wait and see for that. Series of hands-on event. I mean, this is gonna be afterwards if I had to get. Oh yeah, please check the website. Yeah. Wait, learn more. We need to go to the website. Oh wait, no, let's go to the UK website because I'm funny like that. Yes. Is this all? Is this everything you got? Yeah, I already watched the trailer, guys. We just watched it. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So this is the webpage. This is what I use as a thumbnail. Releasing in 2025. First look trailer. Ooh. Me like satisfying. Was MSRP on this? People aren't sure yet. I mean, Nintendo hasn't announced it yet. If it's any more than $400, I think people are gonna be angry. Like, I do not think. Wait, let's change my webcam settings again, because holy hell, I'm getting paler by the minute. Let's turn up saturation a little bit as well. There you go, beautiful. Let's turn down the brightness. Wow, I'm doing this individually. Why am I still so pale? Okay, there we go. That's better. A closer look in a Nintendo Direct on April 2nd? Really? I really thought this was February 4th. Are you kidding me? In April? Yeah, they were not planning to showcase this. They were planning on waiting till March, but it was CES that prompted them to make this. I genuinely think that's the reason. People saw it at CES, and Nintendo's like, oh shit, we need to show off something. This was likely some trailer in that Nintendo Direct. They upload. No, it's a crazy conspiracy theory. But when's the last time you've seen the sun? It's out right now. Get trolled. They're throwing 350. 350 seems fair. Yeah, I think 350 is what most people are landing on, but 400 is possible. You know, with the PS5 prices and all that. I hope not. But it's okay if that's the case. Like, it's not that bad. As I said, anything more than 400 would be... that would not be a good idea. The Game Freak leak got Nintendo shivering in their boots. It's not the Game Freak leak on at CES. I don't know how much any of you followed this, but like at CES there's like Switch 2. That was like there was like a case manufacturer, and they had mock-ups of the system, and they had like, okay, here it is compared to a Steam Deck. Jesus Christ. Yes, you care about my privacy. I know you care about it so much. You want a giant banner for it. Yeah, so you have like the mock-up here. There was like some with the actual colors as well. Like this one. Oh yeah, this render you had as well. This was like a week ago. And like I think genuinely because of this happening, Nintendo was like, okay, we need to do some first trailer, because I genuinely think they were going to wait until March. Like, genuinely, I think this oh my god, the webcam, what is wrong with it? No, I'm just gonna stop messing with it. Genuinely, I think this would have been released on March had it not been for the leaks. Late March. The Game Freak leak had some Switch 2 leaks. Really? It had some Switch 2 stuff? Because that was a long time ago. Oh, well, not that long ago, but like compared to the CES leaks like last week. There was more money put in the animations and the actual design. I don't think so. You vastly underestimate the cost of making a piece of hardware. Okay, I need to fix the webcam again. Okay, turn up the contrast a little bit. That didn't make it better. That's worse. Technical difficulties. I'm just gonna accept the pale life. Is it gamma? Should the gamma be higher? Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna accept the overly pale life. That's where I live now. Anyway, because there's more speculation than facts, but some stuff was accurate. Okay, well that's interesting. I don't think that really. I mean, it wasn't that much information, so I don't think that was that big of a deal to Nintendo. But like hardware, something. Yeah, I think it was like just very basic. Like it was going to still be an ARM processor and that kind of stuff. Like we knew that. I'm just guessing here because I'm not entirely sure. what was in that leak, but I think it was pretty basic. But like, holy hell, April 2nd. April. We're not gonna be able to look at this thing until April. This thing's gonna release in the holidays. We're not gonna have the system until like late this year. Because if they're doing an April overview, if they're doing a direct in April, 300 gigabytes worth of Game Freak. Do you still have it on your laptop itself? April. Yeah, this was absolutely not originally planned to release at this point. Yeah, so I have more stuff in April. Cool. Okay, so there's one in London. Maybe there's gonna be one if I go to the Dutch one. Maybe Nintendo Belgium would be better. You too. Nice. Just keep it like that. You had in case all the other leaks are like struck down, you'll still have all of them. Belgium. That's not Nintendo. Yeah, the Dutch. Yeah, because Belgium has two ones. Cool. I want to see. Do they have like hands-on moments? Yes. Cool. Yeah. Skip it. Cool. Yeah, this is in Dutch. I want to see in Amsterdam. No, I'm not going to Amsterdam to use the Switch 2. I can wait a few more months. In May! This thing isn't releasing. Like, no, genuinely. Like, we're going to be looking at this thing holiday 2025. Genuinely. I am betting right now. This system's going to release holiday. We are so far away from the system release. I'm sorry, the webcam is so bad. I just keep looking at it and it's annoying me so much. Wait, can I default? There we go. That's at least better. Yeah, that's genuinely much better. Okay, there we go. This thing is genuinely gonna be a Christmas release. Like, this could be like Q4. I know I keep reiterating that, but that's wild. That's absolutely wild. The thing is, what are they going to do this year? What do they have for Switch 1 this year? Because I think a lot of people were like, oh, 2024 is going to be like the last year for the Switch, or like the last big year where the Switch 1 was like the big thing. But it's... Oh, wait, let's put it on an English background. But if it's like, Nintendo doesn't have much slated. So Prime 4 is gonna really... When is Prime 4 releasing? What was the release date? Prime 4 release date. Where did Prime 4 Beyond? What's the release date? Wait, let's look on the website. They'll say it. Release date 2025. They just have a year. Okay, they just have a year for Prime 4. I'm guessing it's probably like reasonably close. Like, I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be around... Well, it's gonna be before, like, I'm gonna say March, like before they do the big overview trailer for Switch 2. Wow, I am pale. God, look at me. I am white. No, but like, that's wild to me. That I always thought Prime 4 was going to be like a cross-gen release. And it could be. It could still very well be a cross-gen release. And maybe that's like something they're banking on, where like, they know the Switch 2 releases, we can do like some cross-gen stuff. But like, how would you do a cross-gen game when it just plays Switch 1 games, and Metroid Prime 4 was made for the Switch 1 hardware? So it's just going to be a Switch 1 game. I'm going to buy a Switch 2 instead of a Christmas tree. Fair. I mean... If you get enough of them, like, you can probably make a tower as tall as one. I don't know why that was my first thought. Honestly, what's funny to me is, technically, this London one is actually closer, or it's not easier to get to, because you need like stuff to get into the UK nowadays. I I don't remember what it's called. But this is genuinely closer than Amsterdam is. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Just not that much for them to show yet. So I am cautiously, or not cautiously, but like I am optimistic. There is nothing here that's like bad. It's just very safe. That's the one thing I'll say. It's just very safe. Feels like a PS4 PS5 upgrade. Not a lot of new stuff, but that's fine. That's fine as long as the games and the software are there. Just we're gonna have to wait until April to see more. That's so. The Switch One had, I think it was less than a week between them. I think it was like 3 days between the reveal and like the well, not direct. It was like a big stage presentation and all. They're not going to do that this time. I don't think. But yeah, just need a passport. Oh, okay, I thought they changed something about that recently, but maybe I'll go to London then to try out a Switch 2 in April. Jesus Christ. I'd love to go through some of the other websites and see like what is the latest one, because the Amsterdam one is in May, which means the system isn't going to be out before then, and there's going to be some buffer, so it's not going to be May. So okay, it could be a summer release. It could be. Because they can't do March. They can't do a Switch 1 March. I don't know. I don't know what they would... I don't know when it's going to release. Because these dates are all before, like, a June... Like, a June release is possible as well. Like, sort of an early summer release. I think that is possible. That's at the earliest. We're looking at between that and all the way at the end of the year. I kind of hope it is the former. Because, holy God, please don't let the Switch live... well, I want the Switch to live another year. But you've got to admit, third parties are struggling. And I think that's the main thing with like the Switch 2. Nintendo is not struggling with the hardware. They are making good use... Tears of the Kingdom. Nintendo's doing okay with the hardware. I think just the main thing is like games that look like Switch games can now run at a decent frame rate and at a good resolution. Like that's another thing with the Mario Kart thing is like the video was 1080p. But I could be running at 4K for all I know. Probably not. Actually, I think it is, but probably using DLSS. It's probably native 1080p upscaled to 4K. So, yeah. Yeah. I think that's all there is to say about the Switch 2 right now. I'm not going to try and squeeze more out of it. Like, we know what we know. That's it. It's very cool. Oh, yeah, I forgot to talk about Dan. Talk to Dan about more of this stuff. I'm just... Okay, maybe I shouldn't just, like, go on Discord during a stream. But yeah, I should respond to Dan because I promised I would. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet playable. Just kidding. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet are not playable due to them not functioning well, not due to the hardware requirements. I do hope the next Pokemon games are going to be... Yeah, we do have Legends XZ. That might still be a this year Switch 1 game. Did they show off hardware for XZ? Because if they didn't say specifically Switch 1, it could genuinely be a Switch 2 game as well. It's very possible. Pardon me. Working on not much sleep today. Speaking of not working on not much sleep, let's pivot the stream a little bit before I end off. I'm probably not gonna stream for all too long, but pivoting the stream a little bit. No, it'll be Switch 2, pretty sure. Legends XC, okay. That's cool. I mean, that means the game's gonna run well. Finally, thank God. Yeah. Anyway, I want to show off my funny thingy. If you are subscribed to the second channel, you might have even gotten a notification for it. Let's have a look. Sees. Yeah, look, that's us. Look, Mom, I'm on the TV. I made this thumbnail in such a short amount of time. I was like, I woke up, I saw it, and I was like, oh god. But yeah, I want to show off the thingy. That's over there. Just make sure the audio is all good, probably. Okay, so this is... Well, this has 16 views. Did this many people look at it already? Wow. So this was for game art. So we had to make like a cart. It's kind of the idea. PBR, materials, 3D art, you know, all the stuff, all the funky stuff. And we had to do a presentation, or like... we had to make a Unity presentation where like it looks like the cart does the animation it's supposed to. That's kind of the idea. And I was like, okay, my camera movement is looking a lot like a Top Gear, or like not specifically Forza Motorsport 4 or something. I don't remember which one it was. Like had like the Top Gear stuff, and I was like, what if I do that but bottom gear? Pretty sure it was in the Game Freak League. Oh, okay, so that's where the Switch stuff comes in. Yes, sir. All right, let's. They may look quiet. Oh wait, let's put it on full volume. Okay, small spoilers in the beginning. There. Okay, we got it. We got it. They may look quiet and unassuming, but they go like a stabbed badger. This is quotes from Forza Motorsport 4. Just look at it. At the front is a 7.3-litre V12 making 700 horsepower, made by old men in oily workshops with lathes. It's so funny. And a volcanic nature. So you see, the California does have a point after all. The ending bit, the California does have a point after all. So I showed this. All of the teachers were sitting there, because we had to like go physically, like not present it, but they'd look over it, they'd ask some things, they'd say some things, and all that. And they played this and everyone was laughing. It's so funny. It adds so much, and I didn't even spend that much time on the voices over it. Peak indeed. Peak indeed. Oh, I can't heart it because it's a different channel. Don't worry about that. Anyway, that was the main thing I wanted to show. I mean, I can open the Sketchfab link as well. The funny. Oh my god, I'm incredibly pale right now. Oh my god, I got 2 notifications. Yippee. Yippee. Yeah, so there it is. In the flesh. Gordon Freeman in the flesh. Yeah, so like it's a lot of big shapes and all that. This is like the highest in that. Like they mentioned some things which I don't know if I did them like knowingly, like having the value of the UFO be the highest so it stands out. I was going for like the UFO standing out, but it wasn't specifically that I did that in service of it. So I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, the back is not. I'm not that big of a fan of the back, but it's fine. It's okay. Yeah, it's not my row buddy, but like I like the big shapes. I'm a fan of it. I mean, I already went over all this. This is so peak. Thank you. I think that was for the video, which like that's more peak than this. Also, I find this really funny. Everyone has such high like vertice counts. I'm sitting here with my 2.8. Like, okay, this is someone else's. What was this one? Yeah, 10K. This one isn't even that bad. Like, there are other people's carts which are just like incredibly high, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Okay, it's not loading. I don't know why, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a high poly cart. But like, I find it funny that I have so much less than everyone else. And what I also find really weird is this is 2.8K, right? My row buddy. Oh, please open. Such a stupid Sketchfab bug. My row buddy is also 2.8K. So I just somehow managed to make it very similar. Yeah, I still think my best one this semester was this little guy, but the cart is good. The cart is good. Yeah, go look at my Sketchfab, everyone. I'm doing some self-promotion here. The only reason I'm mentioning this is because I literally pretty much just came back from presenting this and then went to sleep and then woke up and switched to. Check my vertex count. Oh wait, where's your one? Can I just see it on the home screen? I hope so. There it is. Oh, first one. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's give that a like as well. Oh, you have an annotation as well. Yippee. Nice. Oh, you did some chromatic aberration as well. 16K. Where's all that going? Is that just like the pipes and all that? No, it's just, that's the thing. Like, everyone else also just like uses their polygon counts for it. Like, this is a lot more of a detailed model. I think the only thing that I might have done lower poly would be the donut, like the base shape of it. But like, yeah, this is all for shape, and maybe I'd have made this a normal map, but I just don't really do very high poly stuff. I'm not. I want my stuff to be incredibly efficient. Oh, and there's some other ones here. I will say, most people did more of like a creative thing. Like, this is nice. Most people did something slightly more creative. It's like, oh my god, dear god, that's cool. They went more all out. But what I like about my one is it's just like a basic, like this one. Okay, I have already spoken to some other people about this one. It's really good, right? It's really nice and detailed, but is it still a card? Like, this looks like a boss from a video game. This looks like a boss from Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Like, I don't know. Like, it genuinely looks like that that spinny, like the spinny ice guy kind of. Like, it's really cool. It's really nice, but, and like, yeah, this also, the animations are really nice and all that. But like, is this a card? Are we really kidding ourselves here? Yeah, later. But it's really awesome. I don't want to downplay how awesome that is. Like, absolutely. But like, if you need a bunch of carts in a game, like, it's not gonna. It's really not gonna work. Like, imagine this as like one of the playable carts in like a Mario Kart game. Anywho, that was the main thing I wanted to show off. Let's go back to the Switch, Nintendo Watch. It's very cool, but it looks more like an enemy or a bike or a drone. Yeah, absolutely. And that's like the thing. I don't want to downplay how cool it looks, but it's not really a card. Semantics, I know, but better to. I guess it's better to be too creative than to be not creative enough. Like, I think my one is a little bit too like basic. Like, here's a card. There you go. I guess that's the problem with mine. I don't know. I can keep looking back at it. And this is like, I finally have time to look back on the stuff I did. Like, oh, what's good about this? What isn't good about this? Because it's been so hectic throughout the rest of the exam semester. Like, it's a mess. I do still have one more thing, communication, which is like a portfolio website and all that. I'm pretty far along with that as well. But I think right now I'm going to go to the store. Because they close in 30 minutes. And I am, yeah, I actually really have to end the stream to go to the store. And I am going to probably just like sit down and play a video game for a bit, or just go to sleep. Oh, actually, I've been really getting into, this is such a weird thing. So YouTube Music recommended me at some point a song from the Muppets, from like the movie. And then somehow from there, I started listening to the entire soundtrack of the Muppets movie is in the 2011 or something. I think 2011 one. The like Disney reboot or so. I don't know the Muppets lore that well. It was like a song from that one, and then I listened to the soundtrack of the entirety of that one and the entirety of its sequel, Muppets Most Wanted, I think. Yeah. And it's like very good. And like, now I want to watch them, specifically the second one, because there's like so much stupid stuff in that one. So like, I really want to watch it. And I guess I just have some time now. Like, for communication, it's how long is it? I'm not entirely sure. Wait, I can check later on, but it's more than a week, so I'm okay still. But yeah. On that note, I'm going to end off the stream to go to the store, if that's okay with everyone. So yeah, thank you all a ton for watching. I'll go back to doing video game streams soon. I'll just do some more video game streams. Sorry I didn't do any like Sandal schoolwork streams, but all the stuff is like, I'm halfway through it. I just like no context working on stuff. I don't know. I probably could have done it, but a week. Okay, no. I probably could have done some streams like that, but I don't know. It both helps and hinders my my concentration. Wow, that took me so long to get that word. You're gonna chill today as well. That's all good. That's totally fair. Toodaloo. Yeah, I should stop stalling because I do this all the time. I take a ton of time to end my streams. But yeah, in terms of videos, after communication, I'm done with the exams. I can try editing some stuff. I might. I want a better camera. Like my phone's camera is so bad. Like I just want a better camera, and I feel the videos are kind of suffering from it, but it's not that bad. Like I think I'm overblowing it a little bit, but yeah. It is what it is. I'll try and edit the Portal video, the renowned Portal video that I wrote the script for 4 years ago. I think it's genuinely almost been 4 years. Jesus Christ. By the same webcam as me, trust. But like I actually, yeah, your camera is quite good. But that's like a webcam, right? Like I want for like the video specifically, like a nice camera for that. 1000% worth it even without good lighting. Okay, so that might be interesting for just like something slightly better. Because is that better than the phone camera? Is that like the thing is I look at like big, you know, the one that I want. Sony was it ZV E10 II Mark II? Yeah, this one. No, not was it Alpha? Yeah, this one. This is the one that I'd want because you have full thingy. Works for full videos too. Okay, that could be interesting then, because the thing is, this is a really cool camera, but this is like sort of entry level, and it's €1,000. And like for YouTube videos that I'm doing like twice a year nowadays, is that worth it? But yeah, this thing has like you have what do you call it? Raw footage, like logarithmic, and you have. This I think this thing also has 4K 60 support and all that. There was one feature specifically that I remember this one having that the Mark 1 didn't. That was like oh, it was global shutter, I think, was also one of them. I mean, global shutter, let's be honest, global shutter isn't that big of a deal, but I believe this one does have a global shutter as opposed to a rolling one. Anywho, this thing is like over my price range. Unless someone wants to kindly donate €1,000 for the YouTube channel, I don't think that's anti-dust. What capture? Yeah, video. Okay, you can do 4K 60. No, you can even do HD 120. Let's have to look at this. Well, I'm going too far into detail on this. Yeah, record 1080p 120. Can I do 4K? That would be nice. It's not a necessity because I'm doing my videos at 1080p, but that would be fun. I'll ask you about the specific model number later on. That's an interesting offer. I will consider your offer. Anywho, I really do have to end the stream now, so because otherwise I'm not gonna have enough time to go to the store. So skedaddle. I'm going to go. I don't have an outro, so I'm just like, yeah. Well, no, I do actually have an outro, but only right at the end. No, I'm getting distracted. Okay. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.